not fuck with you fool niggas. I'm from Chicago, yeah, 606 guy, 606 guy, 606, come and get your bitch.
Back Woody Gang Gang, this your boy Double on Melo, and I'm back with another video. And I know it's been a minute since I've been on, you know, it's been a lot, man. It was a lot going on. Long story short, there was a lot going on. Finally finishing up school and things of that nature. I finally started getting some more equipment, better lighting, the green screen in the back. So I'm gonna definitely start uploading more. If you got any music, I finally figured out how to get away from the monetization and stop getting my videos flagged for reactions. So, man, like I say, right now, if you have any music, preferably music videos, hit me up, let me know, man, inbox me, try to see if I can react to it. Things of that nature. Pretty much, long story short, man, I'm not trying to steal nobody content. I'm just trying to make awareness and do something that I love, which is talk about music. So, alright, back to this, man. I wanted to talk about something that's real heavy, and I think, honestly, this is something that's been swept under the rug and haven't been addressed and should be addressed, especially due to the fact of what just happened. With the homie, man, at the OKC in the Jazz game. Westbrook, man, hate him or love him, say what you want about him, but at the end of the day, the man is a superstar. Point blank and period. You can't cook it, cut it. You can't do nothing with it. It is what it is. It's there. And he had ran into an altercation with a fan. This ain't his first altercation with a fan, but a lot of eyebrows is being raised with this as well. And I think personally, in my opinion, they're blaming the wrong person for it. You know, say what you want. You can blame the fan. You can blame Westbrook. You know, people tending to go with the whole Westbrook spiel. Oh, he's a fan. I mean, he's a superstar. He should be able to carry himself at this higher state, and you know, he should be able to control his emotions. And I ain't trying to hear that. The man, he's a man. He's a human. He's a human. He's a man. Let's get that into perspective. Just as well as that fan. Oh, he shouldn't have said that. He's just a heckler, and you know, he should be able to have entertainment how he sees fit. No, you can go home and yell at your TV that you paid for all you want. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to deal with that. And that leads me to what I feel who is the real person at fault, or the real thing that's at fault with this, and that would be the NBA. The NBA is just like any other job that's out there, any other 9-to-5 job. I'm just saying 9-to-5, but it is what it is. Any other 9-to-5 job out there. You are supposed to come to work and do your job and task and go back home. The same way I came to my job is the same way I should leave my job, right? So the NBA is the same way. And I honestly think that the NBA doesn't protect their players as they should. You know, you can think about all the other sports, baseball, football, you know, soccer, hockey. They all have a separation between the stars that's performing and working and the customers. They have a certain amount of distance away from each other. And I honestly think that the NBA, that I can think of, the NBA is the only ones that doesn't have that type of separation. You know, people can buy floor side seats and be, you know, arm length to your favorite superstar. And unfortunately, people like the guy at the Utah Jazz arena is the reason why that separation is needed. This is the main reason why separation is needed between NBA players and fans. The individual, however you want to call it, however you want to say it, he said some racial comments that offended Westbrook, and Westbrook reacted to those comments. And from what was said, his wife got involved in it, and then, you know, Westbrook went on to say, hey, you can get it too. Keep playing with me. You can get it too. And you can take it for how you want. Honestly, you know, it was an idle threat, but, you know, in today's society, you can't take an idle threat lightly. So, you know, he stand by his words, and it is what it is. But the NBA, of course, it feels like it picks the side with the fan, and that was the problem comes in at with me, because honestly, at this point, you have to do something. You know, Utah Jazz fans have a history of negative publicity when it comes with the fans. Now, don't get me wrong, heckling and, you know, yelling and screaming when someone's shooting free throws, or, you know, rooting for your favorite team, you are granted to do that. But when it comes to the point where you're doing heinous and hateful and disgraceful things to NBA stars, it becomes more than just heckling. You know, we live in a weird society now. Everybody is sensitive. Everything is like real touchy and emotional. And the lines is really getting blurred on, you know, what's allowed and what's not allowed. So, in this situation, you know, I can honestly say that Westbrook wasn't in the wrong in my opinion. He wasn't in the wrong. The fan really should not have been there to even be involved or been in the vicinity to even deal with, have that type of altercation with Westbrook. But the NBA doesn't have the right necessity of separation between the fans and the players to deal with this, because unfortunately, this type of individual is the reason why that is needed. You're a toxic individual, and you're a scumbag. And the reason why I call you this is because, plain and simple, keep that same energy. When you was willing to stand and say that and mention that and say that, say what you said to Westbrook, and he confronted you about it, keep that same energy. You said it, you gonna stand by it. Apparently your wife stands by it as well. Keep that same energy when the cameras get put on you and they say, oh, so what happened? Now you want to play Mr. Victim. Oh my God, he assaulted me. He just turned around and yelled at us. We asked him about his ice on his knees. No, This man didn't react the way that he reacted due to you asking him about the ice. You said something to him. He felt offended. He addressed it as such. Your wife got involved. Y'all both got treated on camera. And now he's taking a fine due to the fact that you shouldn't have even said what you said. You get what I'm saying? And now you want to play the victim and tarnish his name and say, oh, it's his fault. He should have more class. You should have more class. You paid your money to go to an event, and you paid that money to be entertained for that event. That means the basketball game, not you coming and saying rude and outlandish things to Westbrook to the point where it got personal. And then once the camera is in your face, you had your hand. I hate cowards. I hate people like that. Stand on what you mean and stand on what you say. If you was man enough to say it, then be man enough to say it when the camera's in front of you. Yeah, I said this is what I said, and me and him had X, Y, and Z words to say. That's it. He said what he said. I said what I said. Just be a man. And honestly, with the NBA and Utah, Utah has a history with this, which is definitely weird because I remember, I believe it was Derek Fisher. If you know in the comment, please let me know. But I remember his daughter had some type of surgery on her eye. And I remember he was doing free throws, and one of the fans was putting his hand over his eye, you know what I'm saying, to heckle him. And then it's not even heckle, come on, man. His daughter? Like, I don't even know what words to even say. That was just some low down, dirty, you know what I'm saying, to even do. And then there's also other videos of other NBA players stating that, they be doing free throws and you can hear them yelling out the N-word. You ain't got no control over that. I know the NBA don't have no control over that, but some type of law or ruling or something need to happen. When an individual get caught up in that type of situation, when a NBA player, one of your employees and one of the people that you hire get into a conflict like that, they do a review. Y'all need to get on those cameras. You need to find out what was said, find out what happened, and do an investigation. And from that point, if it found out that the fan was at fault, because honestly, in my opinion right now, I feel that the fan was in fault, then, okay, this is what needs to be taken. You can't come to these games. We don't care how much money you paid. If you can't control yourself and be a fan instead of being toxic, then we don't need you here. Your money is not welcome here. You can't get these seats. You gotta go up, or you gotta get out the building. Make it like into a tier penalty. I guess three strike rule or something. And y'all like holding on to the 3 strike rule. Let's do that 3 strike rule. We gonna do tiers. Okay, you said this. You can't get the floor side seats. You can get these seats. Okay. You acting wild again? All right, we're gonna put you in the nosebleeds. All right, dude. Now you just wilding. You got to get up out of here. We don't need your money no more. You can watch us on TV on your couch, or go to B-Dubs or something. You still have to have that middle ground. Long story short, you have to have that middle ground. And honestly, right now, the NBA does not have a middle ground. Our player reacted to something. You need to hold yourself to a higher standard because we're the NBA, so we're going to find you X amount of dollars. And that same fan or whoever it was, we're going to talk to him or write a letter, but he probably be at the next daggone game. You know what I'm saying? He probably got playoff seats. They need to find a middle ground. Habitual offenders should be penalized for what they do. Long story short, but I'm gonna keep looking at this video and hopefully nothing else comes about it. My name is, this is Double O Melo. It's been a long one, man. It's your boy Double O Melo. One love. God bless.
The realization of it is how it started was a young man and his wife in the stands told me to get down on my knees like he used to. And for me, that's just completely disrespectful to me. I think it's racial. I think it's just inappropriate in the sense of there's no protection for the players. I think there are a lot of great fans around the world that like to come to the game and enjoy the game. And there are people that come to the game and to say mean, disrespectful things about me, my family. For many years, man, I've done all the right things. I've never done anything to hurt or harm anybody. I've never been in any trouble. Never fought a fan. Been in the league 11 years. Clean slate. Humble. I take all the criticism from everybody. I've been doing the same thing for years. And for me, disrespect will not be taken from me. I'm completely just sit back sometime and just take it like that's just one video, but throughout the whole game, since I've been here, especially here in Utah, every time I come here, it's a lot of disrespectful things that's said. And for me, I'm just not going to continue to take the disrespect from my family. I just think that there's got to be something done. There's got to be some consequences for those type of people that come to the game just to say and do whatever they want to say. And I don't think it's fair to the players, not just to me, but I don't think it's fair to the players. And if I had to do it over again, I would say the same exact thing, because I truly will stand up for myself, for my family, for my kids, for my wife, for my mom, for my dad every single time. I expect anybody else to do the same. So that's kind of where I'm at with the whole situation. As for beating up his wife, I've never put my hand on a woman. I never will. Never been in any domestic violence before, never have before, but once he said to come and his wife